Welcome back to the Grambling State Dynasty, guys. It's senior night here at the Hole. We have 18 seniors seeing playing time versus the Purdue Boilermakers, and our Tigers are looking to extend their win streak to 10 games. GSU also has three-star athlete Charles Jackson on campus today. He could play in the backfield or at safety. First quarter action, it's all about the seniors. Ellis Jones takes the handoff, finds a little space on the left, and gains 5. 2 plays later, Hickbottom from the gun. He drops back and hits Malik Rout on the slant for 13. Next play, Hickbottom goes back to the air and throws a gorgeous pass to LaDamian Brooks across the middle for 21. Then Hickbottom goes empty and throws it late across the middle to Bradford and is picked off by Robinson, and he's got nothing but green in front of him. Hickbottom is finally there to track him down at the 25. And Purdue would look to capitalize. Wall drops back, has plenty of time, and hits Calhoun coming open behind the zone for 16. Then on 3rd and goal, Wall goes back to the air, steps up in the pocket, and hits Calhoun in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers. First stringers back in the game for Grambling State. Thomas goes up the middle and gains 5. Then Austin keeps the option right. He cuts back inside and picks up 10 more. Next play, Austin drops back, feels the pressure, rolls right, and hits Terrell downfield for a gain of 20 yards. Then on 4th down, Austin drops back, feels the pressure, and throws an off-balance pass to Edwards out of bounds. Turnover on downs. And here come the Boilermakers. Wall drops back and hits Pittman on the quick out for 6. Then Wall runs the option right, pitches it to Johnson. He turns upfield for 5. Next play, Wall drops back, but here comes the pressure. Big Cam Richardson gets the sack. Then on 3rd down, Tigers send the house, but Wall is able to find Jackson Anthrop wide open on the sideline for 20. Next play, Wall goes back to the air, but everyone is covered, so he decides to take off. He rumbles his way to a 15-yard gain. Next play, Wall goes back to the air and hits Anthrop in the end zone. Purdue takes a 14-0 lead, but the Tigers would wake up. Thomas takes the handoff left and only picks up 4. The JT gets it again, makes a cut, and rumbles ahead for 12 yards. Next play, Austin drops back and hits Chad Terrell on the slant, and he is gone. The junior wideout goes 61 yards to the house. Touchdown, Grambling. Tigers cut the lead in half. Purdue takes over. Johnson takes the handoff right, but gets stood up by Gordon for a 2-yard loss. Then on 3rd and 9, Wall drops back, and he's looking to go deep. He lobs it up for Anthrop, and he comes down with it and picks up 44 yards. What a catch. 3 plays later, Wall drops back and hits Johnson on the check down. He turns upfield and picks up 9, but it wouldn't be enough. Purdue on to kick the field goal, but the kicker hooks it right. No good. Tigers look to tie things up. Joel Thomas starts off by going up the middle for 11. Next play, Austin keeps the option right, cuts inside, and fights his way to 11 yards. 3 plays later, Thomas gets it again up the middle and bowls his way to 6 yards. Next play, Austin from the gun. He sends Bradford in motion and then changes the play. He must have saw something. He drops back and he's looking to go deep to Demetrius Gunn, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. We're all knotted up at 14. Purdue takes over and it's 3rd down. Wall looks to go back to the air. He tries to sneak out right, but Richard Maynard is there for his 19th sack on the season. Purdue forced to punt. Paxton is back deep to receive the kick. He starts right, avoids one, cuts it back across the field, gets the corner, and he turns on the Jets. Freshman Jordan Paxton goes 63 yards to the house. Touchdown, Grambling. What a return by the freshman. Next Purdue possession, Wall drops back, tries to scramble out, but Richard Maynard is there for his 2nd sack on the day. Then on 3rd and long, Wall goes back to the air, but mama, there goes that man. Richard Maynard gets his 3rd sack. Purdue forced to punt. Grambling's next possession, Thomas takes the handoff left, cuts it back up the middle, and picks up 15. 2 plays later, Austin takes the option right, cuts inside, and picks up 8 more. Then Thomas takes it up the middle, makes a nasty cut, and powers ahead for 11. Next play, Austin goes play action, rolls to his right, he sets his feet, and he hits Gunn downfield. He turns upfield, makes a cut, and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. That's Gunn's 2nd TD on the day. Purdue takes back over. Wall drops back, tries to throw the out, but is picked off by Josh Carey, and he is gone. The captain gets the pick six. Touchdown, Grambling. Purdue looks to settle things down. Wall drops back, and he lobs it deep on the sideline for Johnson, but is picked off by Brian Smith. That's back-to-back interceptions for the G-men. And the Tigers will come out running. Austin keeps the option right, makes a cut, and stumbles ahead for 14. Next play, Thomas bounces it outside, cuts inside, gets the first down, and more. He picks up 16. 3 plays later, Thomas goes up the middle and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. 42 unanswered points. 30 seconds left in the half. Wall drops back, but here comes big Cam Richardson for his second sack of the day, sending us to halftime. GSU puts up 42 unanswered points and lead big at the half, 42-14. After a sluggish start, the Tigers are now on the prowl. Let's see if Grambling can keep the momentum up in the second half. Start of the third, Wall ready to go back to the air, but big Cam Richardson brings the pressure and gets his third sack on the day. Then Wall drops back, starts to move around, but the pressure gets to him again. This time it's freshman Torian Ray. Purdue forced a punt. Tigers take over. Austin drops back, rolls to his right, sets his feet, and looks to go deep. He hits Gunn wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. What a pitch and catch. Purdue looks to get any amount of offense going. Wall drops back and hits Anthrop across the middle for 15. 2 plays later, Wall goes back to the air, and he hits Catlett on the outside for 16. Wall continues his hot hand. He threads the needle to Calhoun for a gain of 13. Next play, Johnson takes a delay, catches the Tigers off guard, and he goes up the middle for 17. Purdue in hurry up. Wall drops back, and look at the pass to the back of the end zone for Anthrop. Touchdown, Purdue. Tigers take over. Thomas finds a lane on the left and picks up 8. That puts him over 100 yards on the day. 2 plays later, Austin keeps the option right, and the safety takes a bad angle, and Austin is off to the races. PA2 rumbles his way to a 28-yard gain. Next play, Austin drops back. He rolls to his left, and he tries to thread the needle to Bradford, but is picked off by Kendrick. That's turnover number 2 for our Tigers. And Purdue will look to capitalize. Wall drops back and hits Pittman on the sideline for 9. 2 plays later, Wall goes back to the air and hits Calhoun on the slant for 14. 2 plays later, Wall drops back. Can't find anybody, but here comes Najee Gordon off the corner to get the sack. The drive would stall. Purdue tries the long field goal, but it falls just short. No good. Tigers take over. After a holding call, Thomas takes it up the middle and muscles his way to 12 yards. 2 plays later, Thomas finds a huge hole on the left and is off to the races, but he gets tripped up by his own teammate Sean Edwards and gains 27 yards. Then Austin goes back to the air and hits Bradford on the drag. He bulldozes his way to the first down. 2 plays later, Tigers in the Wildcat. Paxton hands off to Edwards, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling. Coach Fobbs is pulling out all the tricks. It's 56-21. Purdue's next possession, Wall drops back, tries to step up in the pocket, but here comes Najee Gordon to get his second sack on the day. But Wall would get those yards right back. He finds Catlett wide open for a gain of 22 yards. Then Wall will go back to the air. He has tons of time and finally hits Daniel Calhoun downfield for a 24-yard pickup. Next play, Wall drops back, tries to scramble out, but Josh Carey lowers the boom, and it's a fumble. Jermaine McConnell recovers. What a hit by the junior linebacker. Tigers look to close the game out. Thomas finds a hole on the left for 9 yards. 2 plays later, Austin drops back and throws a dangerous pass to Terrell across the middle for 8. Few plays later, Austin goes back to the air. He hits Sean Edwards on the outside with a gorgeous ball for 22. 2 plays later, Austin drops back, and he's looking to go deep into the end zone. Chad Terrell comes down with it. Touchdown, Grambling. That's TD pass number 5 for Phil Austin, and that would do it. Grambling State would add 1 more touchdown, winning in dominant fashion, 70-21. What a day for Phil Austin, 15 of 18 for 275 and 5 touchdowns with 1 interception. He also rushed for 70 yards. JT finished with 21 carries for 158 yards and 1 touchdown. Ellis Jones got some time too. He rushed for 40 yards in the score. Out wide, Chad Terrell caught 6 balls for for 125 yards and 2 scores. Demetrius Gunn had 4 catches for 104 yards and 3 touchdowns. I think that is the first time in this dynasty that we had 2 wide receivers go over 100 yards. On defense, Josh Carey led the way with 9 tackles and a pick 6. In all, our defense finished with 9 sacks, 3 from Big Cam Richardson, 3 from Richard Maynard, 2 from Najee Gordon, and 1 from Torian Ray. Also, our secondary picked off Wall 4 times. Victorian, Carey, Smith, and Paris each had a pick. A big shout out to Jordan Paxson for his punt return that he took back to the house. That's another dominating win for our Tigers, extending their win streak to 10 games, stamping their ticket to the SEC Championship, where they will take on the Florida Gators. Remember, the Gators gave our Tigers their only loss on the season. Can Grambling State get their revenge and bring the trophy back to Louisiana? Comments down below and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys. Coming up in the Tigers Den podcast, we'll dig deeper into the season stats, recruiting, and get ready for the SEC Championship. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.